Okay. Carnival Night. That was oddly musical. All that... Nah, not as musical that time. This is not the way I usually end up going. This is. Thank you. I hate that one. I can't get through. Nope. Wait a minute. Nope. I still never figured out what those were in there. I still feel like it's balloons or something. Big ring here. Do the level skip. I don't know the dang level skip. That's something I never did. Meh, it really doesn't matter. I kind of make this stage look like a joke. Listen, once you get past the barrel, the game becomes rather easy. Learn all the screen wraps. I'm not doing a speed run, man. Trust me, if I were, I'd be going a lot faster. If anything, this would more or less qualify as 100% glitchless, but even then, the fact I'm using a modified version would suggest to me probably not. There we go. Modified how? Well, for one thing, Sonic 3 is notorious for never having been ported to main screen. You mean debug? Debug is around in this thing, but it's achievement locked, which is kind of part of the reason I'm going for the achievements. I want to see if they did anything. But yeah, this is a widescreen thing, and there's a few bits in here that normally wouldn't be in here. So the fact that that's a thing would suggest that it's a mod, and speedrunning communities don't exactly take kindly to speedrunners that use the mods, because then it's like, well, you didn't really do it much. You used an alternate version of the game, not the one we set up. Which is a fair argument. That and the fact, go figure, there's a super button on this thing now. Actually, wait a minute. If I'm right... Yeah, I can turn it off now. That too. Speedrun Among Us. Bruh. He may not be able to breathe, but he can jump higher, and that's what I needed. I'm just gonna do this now. Sorry, Tails. Nothing personal, but you gotta go. Can I stop getting electrical shields in the water world, please? I need a bubble. That's fire. That's a bumper. That's electric. Oh my god. That's a fix. Ow, ow, ow. This song's gonna have a concussion. Give me that! No! Order of operations just reverse. Oh, not a fire shield. Not here. Okay, well, guess I know how I'm gonna do this. Carefully. Oh, I got a bug. Note to self. Do not activate super form and then stop moving immediately and turn it off. That doesn't work. Alright, while we're here, as long as we're out of the game, because I lost the score. Okay, whatever. We'll try again later. I want to look at see, does any of this stuff, like, actually apply? So, achievements. Okay. In the options menu and control, you can now activate for normal game and act select. Okay, so we're going to turn that on. I want to see how that works here. 1 off. Sonic CD stream win. CD's on the weird scale. We're gonna hold off on that one a little while. I'll select. Oh! Add the extras. How? Wait. How? Ah! Found the full screen button. Who makes escape the full screen button? Oh wait, extras is back here. Okay, so wait, so how do you turn on the drop dash? Oh, controls. Okay, I gotta read this more. Controls on. All right, now I do, however, want to see if they kept something. Looks the same. I want to see... Well, I don't want to do that, because then it'll mess the stuff. Hang on. No. Was it the C button? Yeah. Okay, can I still do this? Oh my gosh! They fixed it! Wow! I didn't think that was gonna work! Oh my gosh, they actually did that. This doesn't work normally. They actually set up for this. It works. Oh my god. I didn't think they'd do that. Wow. That's amazing. Like, normally when you go in here with Knuckles, he ends up in a jarbled mess because he's not supposed to be here. So it pulls the sprite that would normally correlate to Supersonic. The problem is it doesn't exist, so it just makes him a jumbled mess. But here, he's actually playable. Wow. Alright, now, I turned on the drop dash. I gotta do this. Score's intact. I gotta do this. It works, yep, okay. So the extras are applicable. Did I not turn on air mode? No, it's Sonic 3 Air, so what's the difference? Because they seem exactly the same to me. Oh no, this is great. I love this. Ah, musical again up until that last balloon. I honestly might come back to this if I don't finish it today and do, like, an achievement run. Because, like, it needs to happen. Well, yeah, like, I'm honestly not surprised. Like, a lot of people, they either grew up on Sonic, Mario, or a combination of the two. But, like, the console wars may have been strong, but some people just weren't that aggressive about it. Like, my dad well, he didn't grow up, but he played a lot of Donkey Kong. But then he got a Genesis, not for Sonic, mind you. That was more like something that I got into. Of course, we didn't have like an NES system. It was more like... Okay, story time. My dad, he was in the Navy for 23 years. And whenever there was nothing to do, like there were no patrols on the ship or no maintenance that needed to get done, they would play Donkey Kong. I don't know how they pulled it off, but that's, if I'm remembering the story correctly anyway. So they'd play Donkey Kong on the ship. And whenever my mom and him had date nights, he would hit the Terminator machine at the arcade. Well, they found out that there was a Genesis port of it, and so that's how the Genesis came into the picture. I think it was the Sonic 2 bundle, so that's how Sonic even entered the picture in the first place. Okay, they disabled the super button. I don't know why I waited till now to try that. And so, when my brother and I finally got a hold of enough brain power in order to use the console, we started up. We started with Sonic. My dad had a lot of the Disney games, like, it's not up there. Like, some of you veterans, quote, to my channel may remember I did, a World of Illusion with my brother. That was something we played a lot of. Sure. Well, let's have some story time. Oh my god, Aladdin. Listen, I'm not sure we're going back to the Aladdin, okay? Like, that one was aggravating all the way around. Remember, Aladdin was the game he played when my brother and I wouldn't shut up. Torch, if you want to die on that mountain, then play it yourself. Again with the musical balloons. The NES version, the SNES version is the hard version. We're all kind of taking the same nostalgia trip, just in different ways. Okay, fine. Torch, would you like me to be more accurate? Virtually impossible. The Genesis was only the easy version, because, get this, sword. No, that's Lion King. Oh my god. I can't wait to be king. Hardest level. The end. It's like, we couldn't get past that. Never mind, like, the first 3 stages. That we managed. But if we ever got past that, we were usually so low on lives that the graveyard killed us. They mess up the hitboxes. It's not so much the, I mean, yes, the hitboxes, but also it was more like just overall the timing. It was weird. Like, we would get the timing right. It was like we were on point. But it was like, yeah, I guess that is just the hitboxes, isn't it? Like, we could not get through there to save our lives. Literally, to save our lives. Yeah, no, I honestly think there was like a reviewer who did that, and they said that they made the game intentionally harder, just so you couldn't beat it in an afternoon. It's like, listen, I'm all for games that'll take a little longer than an afternoon. I mean, granted, this one normally is on that list. They removed the red spring. There's usually a red spring here that bumps you back into the tunnel. I just found the first versions. No, the real version was just as difficult, Torch. I would know. I have it. Still haven't beaten it. Well, comma, it's around somewhere. Like, I don't have it in this room. Maybe I'll make that a thing. Torturous Tuesdays. These are the things I do to torture myself. I play the games I never could as a kid and see if it got any easier now that I actually have a bit of dexterity. Okay, so the funny thing is that in '93, your dad actually used to work for Sega at Disney World. Oh! And at some point showed Street Fighter. Hang on. Showed Street Fighter, and he always played it at the arcade. When he brought home the Genesis, he had one of the Sonic games. But Mom loved Mario, so you played Sunshine for the first time, as well as DS and OG Donkey Kong. Wow. That's like one of those... That's like, what is it, uncle that... My uncle works at Nintendo, man. It's like, trust me, don't ask questions. Except your dad actually did. There's usually a second barrel there. I found another ease of access for the A.I.R version. Like, it seems like they got rid of a lot of the beginner's traps. Am I crazy, or was that not where the big ring was supposed to be? No, this is it. Mind you, he used to build the consoles, but not the video games. Hey, still, friggin' hands on the consoles, like, my god. That's not something you hand to some secondhand flunky, okay? Because if you mess up, that's an angry complaint. So why is this called the A.I.R version? A.I.R. It stands for Angel Island Revisited. So this is literally Sonic 3, but polished up. Big time. Like, for one thing, you'll notice, Sonic 3 is not widescreen. Ever. Yet, here we are. They made the levels easy. The skips work. I don't know the skips! Listen, as soon as I get through Carnival Night, we'll dip out. You tell me where one of the skips are, and I will try it. Yeah, so I would say he brought home the Genesis Mega Drive Saturn. Shh. That's... I might have to ask if he built the Neptune.